everybody. Hope everyone's having a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, depending where you are. We have two special guests today. No, and their mics are broken, so they aren't going to be talking to us right now. But welcome. What are you going to say, 1010?
Can you put them both emoji square? Because Mochi isn't going to be in her square.
Please.
What?
Put them emoji square because Mochi is with Brevi right now.
Oh yeah, that's true. Sure, let me move.
Anyways, this is Ner.
You're introducing me for me?
Yeah, while you're working.
I'm introducing myself now. My name is Ner, and I voice Two Milk and handle most of the narration.
Hi, my name is Tenten Arsene. I'm a little shit, and I voice Ines Carbuncle, Karya, Sohonawaki, and Epilogi, who doesn't appear in this goddamn route. Show right
I'm Matcha. And Matcha VT, and I voice Rindo.
And?
Trying to think of his name.
Tromi?
No, Rindo's full name.
Kaoru Rindo.
Kaoru Rindo. As well as Dromi and Veneer.
Yeah. My name is Moji, and I am speaking from Brevi.
Whoa.
I voice Il Fado de Rie, Kororo, Queen Titania, and someone else. Mikado. And Mikado! You know him. And I'm actually Brevi, and I voice Miser, Canis, and Mikado's assistant.
Yeah, so Moji's having some technical difficulties, so Moji and Brevi are on the same microphone today. And warming Moji's seat is Matt Pat, who's making a huge sacrifice right now. He doesn't have a mic on still, but you know, he's doing his part. And also welcome Markiplier. He's here too.
Okay, he's here too.
Yeah, he's just here too.
Body.
But yeah, but welcome in, Texas. Thank you for being first. Welcome in Salem. I did not win the house that we worked like all of Saturday's stream to do, which is disappointing. Welcome in Mon, welcome in Lion, and welcome Fruity Undertaker. What? Hey, just because you don't have to watch me scrolling through chat, even though I share my OBS with you. You don't have to look. 10-10. Little shit.
Perfect.
Fuck you. Anyway, hi Henry. Yeah, congratulations Moji for taking on the game theory helm.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm really proud of you. Like, that's a huge achievement to take over that channel. What's your first theory gonna be?
My first theory, as the new leader of game theories, is does Juman Han is gay?
No.
The answer may surprise you.
May surprise you.
It may surprise you.
No, I can't wake up at 3 a.m. anymore for chat. I can't do it. Anyway, let's get to this. A few days passed.
Woo!
Miser and the others were looking at me and kept asking if I was okay because it looked like I was acting weird. Well, today is the day. I'm going to get to go to Mr. Rendo's house again.
Wow.
I felt bad having to come down to pick me up, so instead I'm taking the train and walking to his place.
Thank you for choosing Neurosis for all your malware needs.
Get out of my house.
Wait.
I was like, why is he not saying anything there?
Well, I forgot the whole thing I did for him. Well, hello there.
Thank you for the resub. I'm not leaving your house. Hello.
Get out!
I let out a sigh of relief as I enter Mr. Rindo's home. I have to admit, despite coming here once already, the luxurious exterior of this place is making me nervous.
Exterior?
Yeah, I couldn't even use the elevator here without getting in contact through the intercom.
Oh, okay.
The lobby area even has a concierge to greet guests once inside. This place is luxury through and through. I'm just awed by the service and luxury, something I don't have in my life.
What was 10?
I think it's heavy.
Lady Two Milk, I've been waiting for you.
Oh, 1010. I'm sorry about last time.
Huh?
I bend myself down to look face to face with 1010 as he jumps happily.
I'm taller than you.
Oh, I'm sorry I got so drunk, as I do.
Came at the right time. Get the plates ready. So don't you two have a sheet? Why don't you have a sheet? Shit.
Oh, let me help.
Don't worry, I can handle myself.
Can you?
No, work was tough today.
Mr. Rindo waves me to sit down as he goes into the kitchen. Well, I guess Mr. Rindo is back to his old self again. But after what happened last time, ellipses. Ellipses again. Well, stuff happened back then too. Stuff kind of happened back then. I was a bit nervous as to how I should approach seeing him again, but I guess he really is an adult. Consider how he's already moved on from it.
Consider.
Mr. Rindo came back with a gorgeous meal in his hands for us to enjoy. I can assure you, 1010 and I are enjoying Mr. Rindo's home cooking.
Huh.
That was really good. Thank you very much.
It was absolutely magnificent. Thank you, Rindo.
I'm glad to hear that.
Wait, just fucking saw chat, you little shit. Mr. Rindo lets out a huge grin as he clears the plates and sets up for tea time.
Rindo, your cooking is absolutely to die for. Splendid indeed.
Hearing 1010's words of praise, I glanced toward Mr. Rindo.
Well, I didn't realize how much I made, since I was just having fun. Mind you, I've been cooking meals since you last came.
He hasn't been eating well for all these years. Knowing that Mr. Rindo was cooking for himself again made me feel warm inside.
I must say, not being able to enjoy your meals anymore will be quite saddening.
Huh? Why is that?
1010 has to go back to Amasaki Island since we're done with his questioning now.
Really?
To be precise, that decision was made only a short while ago, like 5 minutes ago.
I got a call from the GPM about it just before you arrived.
Literally 5 minutes. Oh, that's quite sudden.
Well, the GPM is really by the book, so they aren't very flexible, so to speak.
1010 nods repeatedly as they sit there in disbelief.
Which is why I am extremely happy that I had the chance to see you again like this.
And with that, 1010 runs off to the corner of the room and comes back with something in hand. 1010 places in my hand a very small clay doll that looks just like him.
What?
I guess you could say it's like a mini Curé.
Does it go bop bop bop?
A mini Curé idol just for you. Doesn't it look just like me?
Mini Curé idol?
It's trinket made using Amasaki Island clay that brings fortune and increases business. Please take it. Lord knows you need it.
I guess I'm right when I thought it looked like a small 1010. It looked cuter on the counter back at Enchante. Thank you. I'll put it to good use. You say it brings good luck, right? Like really good luck? Like millions of dollars?
No, not that much.
Oh, speaking of idols. Utano Prince-sama. No, actually. The weird alien wooden figure that Mikado gave me crosses my mind. Wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him for a while now. I guess that's not unusual considering he isn't like a regular that comes to visit Enchante.
Brevy escapes the Mikado lines for now.
What's the matter?
Oh, I was wondering how Mikado was doing.
Mikado, I'm not sure.
You haven't seen him recently either?
I haven't. Our bosses happened to promote him pretty recently.
Really? That's amazing.
He is promoted to non-living
What?
associate.
Huh?
What?
Right? Well, Mikado has been with the GPM for years now. So I guess she's been busy trying to hand off whatever work he had remaining. Now that you mention it, I think today is his new assignment starts.
I'm not sure if this has to do with his new assignment, but I hope his research offers better results. In particular, in relation to Ku. I guess Mr. Rindo and I are thinking the same thing, as I notice his sullen expression.
I can only hope so too. He is a genius. So who knows what the brain of his is coming up with. That said, I've lived long enough to sort of balance out my own expectations in reality.
But what if there is a way to turn a former human back into their human form again? And that happens.
Whoops. Looks like Tennis Courier has arrived.
Rindo stands up to go and answer the intercom.
Hello?
A uniformed man appears in his display. Mr. Rindo goes to the door to greet the GPM. Well, I guess it's time.
Oh, how sad it is.
Tenten's attention suddenly drops into an all-time low. I lift him up in my hands and look into his eyes.
Huh.
I'm sure I'll meet you back again at Amasaki Island. My parents' home is nearby, you know.
Oh, I'll leave you to milk.
Filled with emotions, Tenten reaches out and embraces my cheek. The door flies open.
Excuse me, I've come to retrieve Curate Code 10.
Code 10? His abrupt and cold tone makes me look towards Mr. Rindo. Mr. Rindo is back in the room with a frown on his face, and then walks slowly towards Tenten.
Are you both done?
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Mr. Rindo takes Tenten from my hand and slowly rubs his head with his fingers. He then hands him over to the GPM.
Be careful when you take him back. They're quite sensitive. So don't shake him or scar him. Anything that might scare him.
Don't shake Tenten.
Sir, understood.
Despite saying that he understands, he quickly picks Tenten up and places him in a small case.
I'm in a jar.
Oh no, not
Huh?
the jar.
You're going to take him at that? Hearing my words, Mr. Rindo's subordinate tilts his head and looks at me bewildered.
Don't you put all your figures in jars?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Sir, she's...
Ah, she's the owner of Enchante.
Nice to meet you. I nod lightly, to which his bewildered look vanishes.
Ah, so she's...
She just came to see him off since they know each other.
Huh? You mean this non-human?
His expression changes to that of disbelief, which brings a sharp pain to my heart. Yeah, so please take good care of him?
No need to worry. After all, today was the best day.
Tenten responds to me with bright tone in his words. Seeing him in that Seeing him in that jar makes it seem like he's really some kind of specimen.
Still in here.
Let's see. Oh, can you put this in the jar, please?
Oh god.
And take a handkerchief out of my purse. I figured at least help him to make things comfortable and cushion him from bouncing around in there. I think it's pretty rough and cold inside of there. Mr. Rindo lets out a smile and nods in reply.
I don't see a problem with that. Consider this a gift from her to the little fellow there. Let's put it in.
Sir!
The subordinate frowns as if he's not sure why that's needed. He goes ahead and places it inside. Tenten happily lays the handkerchief down and lies on top of it.
How comfortable. I can't thank you enough for your kindness, Lady Two Milk. Good night.
Well, take care, Tenten. The subordinate closes the lid upon seeing Tenten wave farewell. He then places the case inside a large duffel bag before bidding farewell to Mr. Rindo.
Sir, I'll transport it to Amasaki Island as ordered. If you'll excuse me.
Thank you, and be careful.
Gotta go fast.
With that, the man quickly leaves. A few seconds pass.
Did that surprise you?
No. I'm shaking my head, but I'm lying. I've never had a good impression of the GPM ever since I took over the cafe, but that was so by the books. And there was hardly any emotion there. I can see why Mr. Rindo is sort of a regular existence in the GPM now.
Our guys they are rather unique and eccentric, so to speak. Some are genuinely interested in non-humans, and others just like them. I'm somewhere in between. The guy you just saw lost his younger brother to an incident with a non-human. I'm not surprised that he is not very fond of non-humans in general, which is why it was a very dumb idea to put him in charge of escorting non-humans.
He lost his younger brother?
Yeah. I know I mentioned it briefly before, but it's not unusual for human casualties in non-human related incidents. And that usually instigates them to join the GPM. You would think it'd be on a better judgment not to allow such individuals to work for this kind of place, you know.
But is that the same for you, Mr. Rindo? Did something ever happen to...
Me?
His response cutting my phrase makes me realize what I've just done. He's already experienced tragedy with Shizuku, and now I'm delving deeper into his past over other problems he's encountered with non-humans. I choke, knowing what I've done, and try to think what to say.
No, in my case, I joined merely due to curiosity. Fortunately, it's not because of a tragedy. My interest in non-humans is the main reason why I wanted to join the GPM.
Huh? Really?
Ever hear of Bigfoot? Oh, I see. I guess you weren't expecting that, huh?
I'm more of a Mothman person.
Yeah, Mothman's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ironic, considering how much I try to inform you on the differences between humans and non-humans.
He chuckles for a moment. And then his eyes dulls. His eyes dulls.
I'm not as infatuated as Mikado, but I like non-humans too. That isn't so what happened to Shizuku.
Lipsies. It's not like I could do anything. I can't help Shizuku. And I can't save Mr. Mikado. Or Brevi. But, Mr. Rindo, do you mind if I ask more about Shizuku? There's no way I could leave him alone, especially after seeing the expression on his face. Even if it was just me being selfish. He is still a regular, and a precious customer of the Enchante. I am the owner of Enchante, so I have the full right to be worried about his well-being.
It's throwing me off how much of like an older Yosuke vibe I'm getting off of his design right now.
Yeah.
Especially with the yellow.
Mm.
Shizuku, I think I told you everything already.
Well, not about what happened, but more about who she was, like how she was as a child. I mean, of course, if you want to share, Mr. Rindo. Please don't force yourself. I was just interested to know a bit more about her.
Well, now, I'm happy you're interested. I guess I can tell you a little about her. I've never talked about her much with others, so this may be the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, after all, Shizuku is technically dead in everyone's mind.
That makes sense. There's no way he could say she's still alive as a non-human to anyone who doesn't know about non-humans. If so, the most that the public knows would be that she's either gone missing or ellipses. But don't people within the GPM know?
What happened with Shizuku is something that would stain the upper brass's records.
But
it's kept confidential, so aside from a select few, no one knows about it. Which also means that most everyone there doesn't know that Mikado's doll is actually a non-human. I guess you're about the only person I know who can talk to you about Shizuku now. So, thanks for giving me this opportunity.
he lets out a gentle smile. Mr. Rindo begins to speak.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Rindo calmly speaks about Shizuku over a cup of tea.
Okay.
He talks about Shizuku's birth, and all the things she went through. He mentioned that he had a sense of obligation to protect her, since they were 15 years apart. He also said that he made a vow to become Shizuku's acting guardian after their parents passed away. Overall, he seems a bit shy talking about all this.
Can't show the Sprite, though.
No, we can't. That's too much money. He mentioned how she's usually calm and a hard worker, but also easy to scare and likes to fawn over others. He states how she loves sweets too. Mr. Rendo's eyes were as gentle as ever when talking about Shizuku. But he also looked depressed.
So the usual.
Yeah, the usual. Night arrived before I knew it.
It's pretty late already.
He chuckles as he looks at the clock.
I'll take you back. But I can only hope that they don't try to jump me when I drop you off.
Ellipses. I couldn't immediately accept his kind offer of taking me back to the cafe. The smile on Mr. Rindo's face looked forced, probably because of all the Shizuku talk. Not that me being here will help him any, but maybe staying here with him a bit longer will make him feel better? So, If only Mr. Rindo just asked more from me. Then again, I bet he'd simply smile like he usually does and just say he's alright. Ellipses. Is it okay if I stay here longer? Hear my words? Mr. Rindo's eyes widen.
Sure, I guess, but why?
Not sure how to say this, but I don't want you to be alone. Mr. Rindo fixes his eyes on me. Soon he begins to frown and covers his eyes with his hand. He sighs as if he's exhaling his emotions.
Two Milk, don't try to pamper an old guy like me.
Why not? It's okay. I mean, you want to be pampered sometimes, right? I probably sound like a kid to him. My suggestion is pretty self-centered, so I assumed he'll come with his adult logic and shut me down, but instead, Mr. Rindo's face is shadowed with sorrow.
I understand that you really mean it when you say that, but that's the only making things harder for me. You're making me remember what I once gave up.
He gently rubs my cheek. My heart begins to race as I feel his hand touch me. Then, ellipses.
And
Is that your vibrator?
well,
Again?
I think it's for you.
it must be your dear guardian.
Not your vibrator?
No. You would know if it was that. Unbelievable. I guess they don't understand the concept of privacy.
Well, they're probably not peeping on us like last time. Hopefully. Then again, they could be eavesdropping instead. I'm sure things are fine. I mean, Miser isn't the type to do things others don't like.
Huh? It's from Mikado.
Oh god.
Oh no. Mikado?
Hey, Mikado.
Mr. Rindo answers his phone. But
That's
Mikado, what is it?
Rindo. Rindo, I'm sorry.
the phone abruptly ends.
What?
What is it?
I honestly have no idea. All he said was sorry before he hung up.
We look at each other as we're both confused, already forgetting the mood we were just making.
Strange. Did he break something on my desk or make a mess of something?
Mr. Rindo jokingly speaks, but I could tell he was a bit worried.
Maybe you should go check on him.
Nah. Oh, it's Macho.
Oh
It's
my
your turn to bury.
God.
Shit. I glanced at her sitting in the passenger seat.
What?
There's no one in this car.
I ended up taking her back to Enchante after that weird call from Mikado. She was very compliant when I asked her to leave since I had things to do tomorrow.
I'm invisible.
To be honest, I'm a bit relieved she obliged, but also a bit disappointed she did too. I'm not sure what struck me back then when she said what she said earlier. If Mikado didn't call me back then, what would have I done? I need to stay calm and stay focused on the present. But if I was a bit more... I cough and try to stop myself from completing the sentence. Don't. I wonder what my dear passenger is thinking as all of this is happening.
Oh my god, it's so fast. You drive so fast.
I do. I'm
It's
invisible.
me. It's me now.
2 milk.
Yeah? My voice comes out awkwardly as he catches me in the middle of a daydream.
Were you asleep?
Oh no, I was just thinking, we're just going like 500 miles an hour and I'm just wondering how we're still alive, but what is it?
Well, I was going to tell you that I got some candies in the dashboard, so help yourself. That... You're not doing yourself any favors, me.
Oh, I see. Thanks. I don't like Werther's Originals, I'm sorry. I'm not a fan. I don't have any reason to refuse his offer, so I reach out to... Mr. Rindo's smartphone is ringing again. The name that appeared on the screen is... It doesn't look like it's from Mikado.
That's one of my boys. I'm supposed to be on my day off, but something must have happened.
Hey, Rindo, what do you mean by your boys?
You know,
I don't.
Everybody has boys.
I don't.
Oh.
This reminds me of how I never really have a day off when everyone always bothering me. Miser. Mr. Rindo chuckles. I must be remembering back when I first came to Enchante.
I better get this. You mind answering it with the speakerphone on?
Yeah, sure. Sure. I'll just listen in on your conversation with your boy toy, okay?
What?
I don't I don't want whoever to think that their boss is out with a girl. That could lead to a lot of problems. I better keep quiet and hold my breath. I answered the call with the speakerphone on.
This is Rindo.
Sir, is that you?
I gasped as I hear a voice of someone in desperation. I could hear screaming coming from the background. Then gunshots.
Bang. Sir, please, help.
The call abruptly ends before he could finish his sentence. Mr. Rindo's expression stiffens.
Can you call that number back?
Yeah. I hurriedly press on the redial icon to no avail. What should we do?
It's Mikado. Call earlier. Call him.
Got it. I tried calling him from the number that was on the history list, but the only thing we hear is the repeating of the dial tone. Ellipses. There's no doubt that something terrible is going on at the GPM. Mr. Rindo, we should head to the GPM headquarters right away.
My thoughts exactly. But first, I'll drop you at Enchante.
But Enchante is miles out of the way. They'll probably need you now.
But
I wait in the car, call and call Miser in the gang. So don't worry about me. I'll be fine once they join us. I reason as best as I can with Mr. Rindo, who silently nods with a stern look on his face.
I got it. Let's go.
Fast and Furious. Drift, 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 drift.
Well, Rindo's turn. Rindo?
Oh, God.
I defiantly break the speed limit again, trying to reach the GPM within a minute after receiving the distress call. I'm going. Ian and Kanish are coming, so stay put until then. I should be back in about 15 minutes or so.
Understood. Please be careful. Oh my god, it's me! It's me!
Well, now then. After parking the car on the side, I check to make sure I have everything on me. I gaze up to the towering building. The GPM headquarters tower above the buildings in Shinjuku. The usually bustling building is now silent amid the cold night. My call wasn't normal, but it looks pretty calm from the outside. I know that silence doesn't match the call, which probably means things are much worse than expected. I hurriedly head inside with my guard up. Then suddenly... Huh? I can hear screaming from amid the silence of the night. A faint resonant scream fills my ears. The hallway is empty. All the lights are on. I follow my instincts directly to the R&D department, where I think Mikado should be hiding. Hey, are you alright? I find one of our men on the ground. I hurry next to his side to check on him. but his body was already cold and lifeless. I could feel the cold coming from his body. His body was unnaturally frigid, to the point of where it was freezing and cold. He bled to death. That's odd. I don't see any blood spatter or anything around here. What's happening here? I hear something near the shadows. Who is that? I point my gun toward the shadows.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can hear breathing. But whoever is coming out from the shadows. I won't ask you again. Come out or I'll shoot. A few seconds of silence. Suddenly, a black shadow reaches out to me. I quickly step back. I whip out my gun towards the shadows. I pull the
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Car.
It's me.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Get back in the car.
Hi, my name's Two Milk. I'm in the car right now, and I hope that Mr. Rindo's all right. I'm still inside Mr. Rindo's car. I look at my phone as I wait for him to return. I called earlier.
God.
This is Rindo speaking.
Sir, is that you?
Bang, bang, bang.
Sir, please. I'm having deja vu.
Bang, bang, bang.
Pull my devil trigger.
There.
From the looks of it, it doesn't look like anything's going on inside that building. I wonder what's going on. And suddenly, I noticed a familiar figure come down slowly from the skies. Eel? What the? In his arms was Mr. Rindo. Eel? Mr. Rindo? I jump out of the car, to which Eel suddenly stops.
Stop. Don't come any closer.
Huh? I stop in my tracks as I hear Eel's rarely heard stern tone. Then I notice Candace appear from behind Eel.
Ellipses.
He didn't look very well either. Eel, Candace, what's going on? What happened to Mr. Rindo? I try to hold back my shaking as Eel calmly explains the details. They went to the GPM right after I called. Scoping out the building, they found a number of GPM staff on the floor. Most of them were already dead, but amid their bodies they saw Mr. Rindo in critical condition. So they quickly dove into the building. Based on what they saw there, they assumed the GPM was attacked, but they decided to prioritize Mr. Rindo's safety first and fled. And now, they said they sensed something like a hex coming from Mr. Rindo. Do you know what a hex is?
And we're the hex girls!
A curse to a resented opponent for a disaster to befall them. In this game, refers to a curse that gnaws away the target's life.
We're in a game?
What?
Wait, hold on.
I thought this was real. Hex? The Hex Girls? Not sure what that is, but I noticed Eel not hearing me say the word.
Indeed, just like those girls in Scooby-Doo. I am resistant to curses, so I can bear the hex within the area, but it's probably best that you stay away from him while the hex is in effect.
But can we take him to a hospital?
It is wise that we do not.
There is no telling how far it will spread. Medical practices of mortals will not help. We should head back to Enchante and see what we can do from there.
Oh, we can give him the red, black, green tea.
Oh yeah, that'll help. I feel myself getting pale seeing Mr. Rindo's lifeless face. All I can do is nod in response to their suggestions. I return back to Enchante with Eel and Canis in tow. We carry the unconscious Mr. Rindo to an open room in Enchante. Everyone there has come to see how Mr. Rindo's doing. Miser and Eel cast something in the area to allow me to go near him, but no matter what we do, we can't seem to get rid of whatever is eating away at Mr. Rindo.
Nom nom nom. Nom.
He is not faring well. This is anything but normal. He doesn't look injured externally, but life has been slowly leaving his body.
Do you think it has to do with that thing that's saying nom 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 on him?
The Hex Girls?
Or... do you think we could do something with the Hex Girls?
Yum yum.
They make such good music, though. Do we want to really? For
true.
Rindo? Really?
That's true. I don't think Rindo's made us music in his whole life.
Oh,
Mr. Rindo. If only you were a musician. Mr. Rindo's body is smattered with black all over.
Yum.
And the Hex Girls, too. Must be the Hex Girls Eel mentioned. No doubt he's making No doubt these girls are making Mr. Rindo suffer. To think I was talking with him casually a few hours ago. He said he'd return, but not like this. He was going to see a boy toy, not the Hex Girls. Why is this happening? I'm frustrated knowing that all I can do is pray for his recovery. For now, I need to let the patrons take care for him. I stand there just looking at the immobilized Mr. Rindo, moaning in agony. Who the fuck? It's mid-afternoon. Everyone is at Cafe Enchante. Miser, Canis, Eel, and Ignis are there. I don't think we've heard this music before. Kyrie heard the news early this morning and he came running by to see how he can help.
How can I help?
They all decide on what they can do and investigate what happened at the GPM. As for the owner of the cafe, she's currently with Rindo and offering whatever care she can.
Wait, what?
So, how are things, Canis? We went to the GPM using Kyrie's appointment as a reason to go in.
We spoke to the staff there, but no one noticed anything happening.
oh.
I said they saw anything strange, but with so many people working there, and they all came back saying, "Oh, they're sure."
How about you, Ignis?
Fancy with steak. I got nothing but steak.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I talked with the GPM guys stationed in Bestia, but they haven't heard a damn thing from headquarters. Nyan.
I see. I've been trying to lift the hex, but nothing seems to work. Wow, that does seem like a skill issue. It's going to take a while to determine where the hex came from, and how to dispel it.
Damn hex girls. Pain in the ass. Those two bands can break a nose, but they can't break a hex. Girl.
I have to admit, I'm not sure why Rindo would have fallen prey to the Hex Girls. Canis, Eel, neither of you saw who attacked Rindo.
No.
Are you sure? I mean, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird. Unfortunately, no. I mean, considering he liked all of us, and neither of us are girls. But anyway,
You stand to my peonies! They're miracles! God, I think she's right. They are
Those are
miracles. I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one!
we did see many other victims besides Rindo there, though.
Any of them bitches?
Which is also why it is quite peculiar that no one seems to know what happened that night.
Damn it all. What the hell is happening?
With Rindo down, there isn't much we can do now. We? Who?
Who is we? Who is this?
Who am I?
It
was
said
the-
the owner of the...
The royal we.
It was then we heard footsteps.
It did say owner of the... Who's speaking?
Why? Who was that? Was that like Soan's ghost? What is
I
going
think it was
on?
someone's ghost. That was so weird. I came down to the main floor to grab a sip of water with what little time I have. I noticed the usual motley crew talking with each other. Ah.
That's
It hits me that I haven't tended to the cafe today like an owner should. I'm so sorry, everyone. Let me get something ready.
Who the fuck was talking?
I don't know. It was probably Soan.
Just sit down and relax, will you? You're not going to be able to make anything stressed out like that. Not like you were able to make anything before.
What does that mean?
Just don't worry about it. He's right, though. Mind you, you should really go to sleep. You haven't slept at all, have you?
Ellipses. No.
Yeah, I can tell by the bags under your eyes.
I always have them, though. They're my charm point. I did want to
They're-
go to sleep.
Charm point.
But I kept thinking the worst of what would happen if I wasn't awake to tend to him. I spent so much time thinking of what I should do that the morning had snuck up on me.
I'll go keep an eye on him for now. I can keep it nice and cool.
He has a point. Water can get lukewarm pretty quick, so having Kyrie keep things cold would probably be better.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you say so, I'll take a break.
Sleep well, you.
With that, I go to my bedroom to rest. Still, I can't get rid of all this built-up anxiety. I'm not sure I can sleep at this rate. What about Markiplier, Errol? 3 days have passed since bringing Mr. Rindo here. The Hex girls are still here.
What was that noise? Hey, I heard that Rindo. Wake up.
Did you hear that, Ignis? Did you?
I did. Oh god. I heard that Rindo, wake up. Where is he?
Hey.
How is he?
Oh, he wake up.
Oh, good.
Candace and Ignis rush into the room as I help Mr. Rindo up so he can have some sip on some water. He wake up. Both of you, calm down, will ya? Mr. Rindo is still sick.
I guess I won't get my beauty sleep with you two running around.
He's still in pain, but the sight of Mr. Rindo awake makes Candace and Ignis let out a sigh of relief.
Well, it's about time you wake up.
I'm about to go to sleep, so...
Everyone was worried about you. Kyrie helped by keeping your temperature down, too.
That closeted game freak even put his games down to work with Miser to find a cure.
I see. I must have caught the problem.
Yeah.
I guess I need to pay you all back for making you guys run around for me.
Heh, that's a good idea.
Damn.
What?
Alright.
Whoa, that's actual canon text right there.
Say the line, Ignis.
Alright, let me grill up some steak for you.
Whoa!
No!
Hate to be a party pooper, but I'm not sure if grilled meat is a good choice for
Shut
me.
up, Candace, hands you a steak.
Is it grilled?
Yeah.
With that,
I'll eat it, thank you.
the two rush out of the rooms while debating what to prepare for Mr. Rindo. With the room now empty and silent, he lets out a sigh. Are you alright? You still have a fever, so... Mr. Rindo quickly stops me from finishing my thought by quietly saying he's alright. I feel a shiver run down my spine as I think of his lifeless face from earlier. He was so pale, and it was as if he was drained of all his blood.
I have a night with Astarian.
I was so worried. I thought he'd never wake up again.
I hate that I made you use a resurrection scroll on me.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that night would go that direction. Considering Master Shoan or Astarion asked me to take care of you. Canon, Astarion is Two Milk's grandfather.
No, he isn't. Please don't worry about me. On the contrary, you should rely on me to take care of you. Just let me be worried, got it? I'll take responsibility of getting you back in tip-top shape again.
Looks like I'm in luck then.
I try to smile seeing Mr. Rindo joke about a situation. I can't get myself to smile at seeing his body like that. How can I smile in this condition? The Hex girls. His body's been covered in black by the Hex girls, even after he woke up. Actually, it looks worse now than it did before. Ellipses. Mr. Rindo, what happened back there? Candace and Neil mentioned that there were others around you who fell victim when they found you. But no one at the GPM is acknowledging or admitting to know what happened. Which probably means that someone is purposely trying to hide what happened that night. Also, who attacked you, Mr. Rindo? Mr. Rindo pauses for a bit. He hesitantly begins to speak.
I'm not sure, but I heard something before I lost consciousness.
He closes his eyes and frowns in suffering. I wait in silence for what he'll say next.
I heard a voice.
A voice?
Yeah, my younger sister, Shizuku's voice.
Shizuku's voice? Come to think of it, we've been trying to get into contact with Mikado to no avail. I'm worried that Mikado is also in danger from what happened back there, but if what Mr. Rindo heard is true... Ellipses. Try my best to say something to help ease the tension Mr. Rindo held. You know, maybe we can think about it a bit later. First, let's get you back into shape.
Numb.
I try to lighten the tone, but Mr. Rindo simply nods in agony. His body is badly hurt from all the Hex Girl bites, but his soul is probably hurting even more.
Soul.
Mr. Rindo lets out a smile before he rolls back down on the bed.
I'm going to sleep a bit more. You mind brewing me some sleep coffee right now?
Oh, okay. I don't think it's good for your stomach to drink coffee right after you wake up. We both chuckle a bit before Mr. Rindo slowly falls asleep.
Funk shoe, me.
I can hear him snoring already. Mr. Rindo must be exhausted beyond relief. I can only assume he forced himself up to bring us all a little relief. Ellipses. Putting himself last is so like Mr. Rindo. Mr. Rindo, please get better soon. I'll have the coffee ready whenever you wake up. It'll be delicious. It'll have lots of beans in it. I gently pull the blanket on him. I can't take my eyes off Mr. Rindo's sleeping face. I leave the room after spending a few moments there. I recall what Mr. Rindo told me earlier. I wonder if what he told me is true. When he was afflicted with the Hex, he said that he heard his younger sister, Shizuku's voice. If so, was Mikado around there too? Considering how close he was to Shizuku. No, Shizuku. Rather, Ku was a Type 2 non-human. I thought Type 2 non-humans were unable to talk. Ellipses. I try to think, but there are too many unknowns for me to come up with a conclusion. In any case, it's great that Mr. Rindo finally came to and is able to talk. I just need to worry about making sure he's well again. I keep pacing back and forth as I ponder what I should do. I then noticed Miser and Eel, who went missing in the morning, talking together near the stairs. Ah! Miser, Eel, Mr. Rindo woke up.
Ellipses. Oh.
Huh? I thought Miser and Eel would leap in joy from good news. But for some reason, they don't look very happy. And I was thinking about making some porridge. Oh, and you should see Ignis. He's all into grilling some steak for him. He's still resting in the room, but I'm hoping a few good meals will make him better. And
ellipses. He won't.
Huh? Did I just hear him wrong? I asked him to speak a little louder for the back, please. But neither of them seemed to want to say anything.
I'd stop the music for a second. We found out what the hex was. It eats away at the life force of anything that it comes in contact with.
No.
It's like losing your max HP in a video game. You can't recover lost max HP.
Ellipses. Wait a second. Huh? But you're lying, right? He came too, didn't he? I mean, he's still in a lot of pain, but...
I doubt it's just a bit. The pain he's going through is strong enough to make mortals cry in agony. If he really looks like he's only in a bit of pain, then it's probably just him putting on a brave face.
Gil's words hit me bluntly on the head like a hammer. Wait, so was that smile earlier? My vision begins to blur as I falter a step back. It's not over. Miser continues with cold, hard truth.
There's no use hiding it, but Two Milk, promise me you'll keep your cool and not pass out right now, please?
I'm always cool. Milk is always cold, Miser. What is it?
Right. Rindo won't last more than 2 days.
Ellipses. Huh? My mind goes blank. What Miser just said is simply not registering in my mind. Did he just say 2 days? 2 days what? Mr. Rindo? Mr. Rindo's life? Only 2 more days?
Can you
You're
believe
lying.
it, guys? Only 2 days away.
Oh, only 2 days away! You're lying. My legs begin to tremble as I fall against the wall. Why? What is going on? He was so calm. He was smiling back at me like how he usually does. And now he's going to die?
I understand this is sudden. It's natural to not accept it at first, but this is Rindo's current situation.
Isn't there anything we can do? I muster whatever strength in me to ask, to which Eel quietly shakes his head.
There's nothing we can do now. The only possible option is to somehow remove the hex completely.
Well then, we can...
After we discovered the details of the hex, we searched the GPM to find the source of it. But we weren't able to find anything. So, as it stands, there's nothing we can do about it.
How about Miser? I quickly turned and implore Miser for a cure, to which he shakes his head.
I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do either. Sure, everyone thinks I'm a demon lord that can do anything, but I've never actually saved anyone before. I hate to say this, but I am a demon king, so all I can do is cause destruction.
Destroy the Hex Girls then!
Oh, didn't think of that one.
Mind you, we haven't given up yet. We will do what we can to help, but...
They both promised me that they'll do their best to help save Mr. Rindo. But their eyes were devoid of hope. It was as if they were already saying that it's already seemingly impossible. It's deep into the night now. I'm looking into the ceiling in a daze. I've been like this for nearly an hour now. I can't seem to get myself to fall asleep.
can't be fucking serious.
I see. It must have caused a lot of problems.
Mr. Rindo's words come and go from my mind as I hear the clock tick and talk.
Tick.
Well, I guess I need to pay you all back for making you guys run around for me.
He was smiling. I thought he was going to be okay. And yet, he's going to die.
We're gonna kill someone
No.
in this route.
What?
We're gonna kill our main love in this route.
No. My heart is rejecting reality. But Mr. Rindo it hasn't woken since then. Miser and Eel would never lie about something like that. Ellipses.
Just a prank. Here's a stank.
that it is really true.
Aha, which means I have this all to myself tonight. Splendid. I see. Well then, I guess all that cooking I did before didn't go to waste. It's not like I'm gonna die in 2 days. I should be back in about 15 minutes or so.
Not like he's gonna die. The time I spent with Mr. Rindo flees from my memories. He said he'd be back. He said he wouldn't die. We were only separated for a short while. I won't be able to see Mr. Rindo as his usual self anymore. He said he wouldn't mind taking up cooking again. The more I recall memories of Mr. Rindo and I, the more the reality of his death creeps up on me. My eyes begin to water with tears when I hear my phone ring amid the silence of the night. I grab it quickly and look at the display. Mikado? One person we couldn't reach. Hello? Is this Mr. Mikado? I hurriedly reply, to which I'm greeted with silence from the caller. But soon enough, a voice comes through hesitantly.
I need to talk to you. It's a matter of life or death for Rindo. I can't talk now. Come to the park by yourself.
Huh? He cuts the line before I have a chance to reply. I look at my smartphone and think about that call for a bit. If what Mr. Rindo said was true, his younger sister, Shizuku, did attack him, then Mikado must be involved in some sort of way. If that's true, this could be dangerous, could be a trap, but Mikado sounds like he was suffering. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna head to the park or don't head to the park?
Oh boy.
I think, well, let me pull up a walkthrough.
Oh boy, are we gonna kill this man? Oh man, D20.
D20.
Don't go to the park.
Don't go to the park?
Yeah.
So we're not going to the park?
That's what the dice says.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I expected.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Don't go to the park.
Route ends.
I think for a bit with the phone still in my hand. If Shizuku is the one who attacked Mr. Rindo, then Mikado is involved somehow. If so, this may be some kind of trap trying to lure me out. Ellipses. If so, I better stay put. If I make the wrong move, I could jeopardize Mr. Rindo's situation. And so I decided to disregard the message from Mikado. It's too risky to answer his request. There has to be a better way to help Mr. Rindo. But what kind of results should I expect without taking any risks? Time flies by as we work around the clock in futility. We search far and wide, but we come up nothing to remove the Hex Girls. 2 days have passed. Mr. Rindo doesn't get up again and falls into eternal slumber. We killed him. Congrats.
Wow.
We killed him. The end. All right.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, everybody. We murdered the man.
That's just a bad end.
Oh, cool, nice. Wow, that is actually just how that ends.
We
Okay.
just killed the man. Head to the
Do you
park.
want me to roll the dice again? Oh.
No, we're heading to the park.
Are you sure? I learned
I know it's dangerous to head out alone, but if there's a way to save Mr. Rindo that doesn't result in a bad end, I better get going. I'll have to take my chances if there's even a sliver of hope remaining. Neil's is resting in his room, tired from his investigations, and Candace is keeping watch of Enchante. I need to try and make my way out without them noticing. In any case, I quickly get myself ready as quietly as possible and leave my room. The park is dimly lit by the moonlight. He's there. It's Mikado, standing by himself.
Thank goodness you came.
Mikado!
I was a bit worried you wouldn't come. You know, and then Rindo would probably die. I mean, after all, I am the prime suspect for what happened. But I sort of felt you'd come regardless, too.
Mikado, stop using that word.
Which word? Regardless?
Yeah, that one.
Which one?
That one. Regardless.
The one with a lot of S's?
Uh-huh.
You're about the only person who didn't approve of my relationship with Shizuku.
What is going on at the GPM? What is eating away at Mr. Rindo's life? I want to ask those questions, but Mikado starts shaking his head.
I know there's a lot of questions, but I don't have much time. You want to talk about Rindo, yes?
Ellipses. I listen quietly for his words. It was then I noticed that Mikado does not have Ku with him. Shizuku rather. I wonder where she is.
Even without Shizuku, I still consider Rindo to be my friend. So, I want to save Rindo. I hope you don't doubt me. No matter what it takes, I want to save my friend.
No matter what it takes. The foreboding of that isn't very comforting. What is Mikado wanting to say? I listen carefully as Mikado looks at me with dull eyes.
What about you, Two Milk? Your relationship with Rindo seems to be going well. No, much more than going well. What do you think? If you have the means to save him, but it isn't something he wants, will you still try to save him?
I
made a similar choice before, so the circumstances aren't the same. The choice of keeping a loved one alive is... And I resorted to means that were met with horrible results.
I don't need to ask him what he's talking about. Mikado is talking about Shizuku. He's also referring to Mr. Rindo, too. All I could do was stand there dazed until
I'm
Mikado...
close to you now.
Mikado walks towards me. He slowly reaches his arm out. Is this...
a non-human transformer, Metaplaza. It's pure evil created by the GPM. As its name states, it transforms humans into non-humans.
What? Humans into non-humans? So this is what was used to transform Shizuku.
Rindo won't like this. After all, this goes against everything he believes and has ever believed in. But if you want him to survive, you have to put his ego aside and change his life forever.
Mikado's eyes are still dull. It looks like he's suffering, and it looks like he's in regret. Still, Mr. Mikado shakes his head and forces himself to hand the vial to me.
This will save Rindo's life. But
Only you can save his soul. You didn't laugh or frown at me and Shizuku, and because of that, I'm sure you can save him.
Mikado lets out a weak smile and turns his back on me. I hurriedly ask him a question. Please wait. Where are you going, Mikado? Where's Shizuku? Mikado doesn't look at me and starts walking. I can't tell his expression with his back turned to me.
Shizuku and I have something we need to take care of. It's something that can't be avoided.
Take care of?
Indeed. Only tragedy waits, but once it's over, you and Rindo...
He doesn't complete his line. He holds his words back and walks away. Wait. I have more I want to ask. I hurry and make chase, but I was too late. Mikado's figure vanishes into the depth of darkness. Kingdom Hearts. What? I am left with a deafening silence and the breeze flowing through the night.
Akira Mikado.
Oh, what the fuck? Candace appears from the shadows, seeing me stand still in stupor. Candace, where the fuck did you get here? I'm sorry for sneaking out like this, but what the fuck? Candace must have noticed I left and has been tailing me ever since.
I can be sneaky too. No need to apologize. I was able to track you fine. It is best we head back, shall we?
You're the sneak king. Okay.
Thank you. That is my dream.
Candace and I look in the direction that Mikado disappeared into. I subconsciously grasp the Meta Plaza tightly in my hand.
Hey, what is that, Two Milk?
Don't worry about it. The following day.
Alert.
Oh!
Your PC is
hi, Roland.
absolutely
How you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Hi, everybody. My name is Neurosis. I'm Computer Virus VTuber. Oh, shit. Currently, we're reading through Cafe Enchanté. We're on the Rindo route. We're in chapter 3. Oh, God fucking damn it, 1010 doing it for me. Why is Markiplier here? Don't worry about it. He's here. He's a guest. His microphone isn't working though, so unfortunately. So is Matt Pat too. But yeah, thank you so much. If you need to take a break, kick your feet up, go ahead. We're just reading. We'll be here for the next hour. The following day, I explained to everyone the medicine I received from Mikado. I also talk in detail regarding Shizuku.
Non-human transformer metaplasia?
Shut the fuck up, Mon. Yes, that is what Mikado said. Does anyone know what it is?
No, it's the first time I've seen it.
Newsflash. From the looks of it, Mikado's behind all this. Fancy mistake. Gainus, why didn't you just nab him and get this over with?
Apologies. I judged incorrectly. I was trying to be the Sneak King. You know, it's my dream. I was planning to intervene the moment I sensed danger, but I was being too sneaky.
You can't be the Sneak King if the FNAF King is here.
But you didn't sense anything dangerous, eh?
Well, I guess we could have chased after Mikado the moment Canna showed up.
I think you guys made the right choice. Shizuku Rindo is probably the attacker, so capturing Mikado wouldn't make much of a difference in our situation. And if what you said about him vanishing is true, then he'd probably use some kind of power. Be it Mikado or Shizuku, things would have been worse had you been affected by the Hex Girls during the chase.
Not the
I hear
Hex
they're
Girls.
vicious. I mean, have you seen what they're doing to Rindo?
Just eating
goodness.
them all up. You can hear him from down here.
Yes, I'm trying to block it out. How about we focus on what to do next instead of obsessing over what we should or shouldn't have done and listening to whatever's happening upstairs?
Okay.
To summarize, based on what we know, this Shizuku person seems to be the source of the hex. But the fact that we can't find her is proof of her powers as a non-human.
We don't know how the hex works either.
We look at each other and frown. was then I noticed that Kyrie has come down to the ground floor. Ah, Kyrie, how's Mr. Rindo?
Fucking dead.
What? What?
He hasn't woken up at all.
What was the first part? I see? Mr. Rindo hasn't woken up since the last time I spoke with him. When is he going to wake up? Maybe he's dead. I don't know.
Blech.
Kyrie sending me mixed messages. For all we know, he may never wake up again and will simply pass away. After hearing that he hasn't woken up, everyone in the room turns their attention towards the meta plaza on the table.
So, what's the move, Yugi?
Time is not on our side. If we want to save Rindo, we need to decide before the day is out.
Yeah, you didn't really answer my question.
Why would I know the answer?
Well, between you and me.
Yes, Ignis?
What? That's the end of the statement.
Just out of curiosity, but is there any assurance that using this will actually save Rindo?
What to do? I mean, if we do nothing, he dies. We got that bad ending already. With Mr. Rindo unable to respond, we need to make the call amongst ourselves. But turning into a non-human. Transforming Mr. Rindo would mean that we're going to disregard his beliefs and wishes. After all, Mr. Rindo kept repeating it to me about attaining happiness as a human. Ellipses. What should I do? I wonder what I was thinking. There's no actual choice here, you just like go and talk to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. Talk with Miser. Miser? What do you think he should do? Miser is looking down and deep in thought. After a few moments have passed, he reluctantly begins to speak.
Humans turning into non-humans is no different from being born again. It means that they are foregoing everything they lived for. Oh my goodness. It means they are foregoing everything they lived for in their mortal life. Sorry, someone hasn't made me coffee today.
I'm sorry. My newest
I know you're
boyfriend's
dealing
dying.
with something too, Milk, but come on, you run a cafe.
My boyfriend's dying.
Priorities. Anyway, it's not just a physical change for a human to turn into a non-human.
Maybe I should talk to somebody else. Canis. Canis, what are your thoughts? Canis? What are your thoughts on humans turning into non-humans? Canis mumbles to himself.
Sneaking. I am unable to answer your question properly. I have been a non-human from birth, hence I am unaware of the moral dilemma of a human turning into a non-human. I understand the situation, but I am sorry I cannot offer you the wisdom you seek.
Oh, don't worry. You don't have to apologize.
Okay. But if there is one thing I can say, it is that you will have to accept his fate regardless of which path you choose to take, and I fear that if you don't take the right one, he's just going to die.
Okay.
Very soon.
What if you talk with him again?
What, again?
You have to go fast enough so you can talk with them all at the same time.
We'll go talk with Eel first. Eel? What's your thoughts, Eel? You know, about all this, casually. Unusual to see him hesitate to speak. I guess he's as trouble about this as I am now.
I believe that one of the beautiful aspects of being human is that they can make their own decisions. Free will. Is making this decision for him without his consent something that we can deem morally correct? Even if we save his soul, wouldn't we have technically killed the man?
Ellipses. Eel's right in that, even if we do save his life. That would kill the human that was the Kaoru Rindo that we know. But not doing anything isn't going to help stop him from dying.
Please.
Ellipses. Alright, vagueness. Ignis, what are your thoughts?
Do you have to ask? Just eat the damn steak.
I mean, that's not what we're talking about, buddy. We're talking about the Meta Plaza.
Yeah, the steak.
What?
Yeah.
Ignis is quickly and nonchalantly responds to my query.
Not like you got a lot of options. If you leave him as is, dude is just gonna croak.
But he's not a frog.
Listen, we can worry about this human and non-human nonsense later. Worrying is a luxury in comparison to him dying. Got it? So just eat the steak.
Fine, I'll eat the steak.
Good.
Ignis is making sense. I am hungry. If Mr. Rindo dies, there's nothing we can do, period.
Well, I don't know about that one.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Ignis? My mind is clouded with thought. Mr. Rindo suffers seeing Shizuku turned into a non-human. Then isn't turning him into a non-human miserable fate that will stay with him forever? After getting their input, I can't decide. But that isn't surprising in the slightest. After all, there's no telling which decision is either right or wrong.
The hell are you all worried about? It's better than just seeing him die. Or do you want Rindo dead?
No one said such a thing. We're considering what Rindo would want.
Not to be dead.
No one is wrong, which is why we can't come to a solution. The tension in the air is suffocating me slowly. Kyrie, someone who lived their life thinking they were a human, breaks the silence.
I'm just kidding, but so this is all beyond me. But I kind of know the pain of being a non-human.
Ellipses.
I want to live as a human, but everyone treats me like the plague and keeps their distance from me. It got so bad I actually thought I'd prefer to be dead.
His words hold weight.
Wow.
His life is exactly what Mr. Rindo's may be if he turns into a non-human. Ellipses.
Oh,
this medicine shouldn't be used. The thought crosses everyone's mind.
But I'm happy right now.
He lets out a gentle smile.
I have parents who accept me, and the fairies who let me choose my path. I also have a place to call a second home right here, despite all the rowdy patrons. And it's all thanks to Mr. Rindo. Aside from my parents who are taking care of me right now, Mr. Rindo was the only one who encouraged life.
Kyrie's eyes swell with tears as he tries to maintain a strong appearance.
Me too, but this onion's being cut literally in the kitchen. I want to live. I haven't been able to thank him yet. I want to show the thanks for saving me. I want to thank you for telling me to live. So...
Kyrie.
What?
I see a person in front of me who cares deeply for Mr. Rindo. But that applies to me and everyone here. My heart quietly finds solace in hearing Kyrie's plea. Ellipses. I cough a bit to clear my throat. Cough, cough. Back. I then pat Kyrie on the head with a smile. This time, the time to decide is creeping up on me. It's okay. I'm sure I'll be fine. Hey!
What?
The room is quiet. The silence amplifies the clock's ticking. I sit on the side of the bed and look at Mr. Rindo's sleeping face.
So slowly.
Mr. Rindo, do you like ABBA? Mr. Rindo's body is failing by the minute.
Take a chance on
He's panting in pain as his life is counting down towards its demise.
It's the final.
I do my very best, it ain't no lie. Take a chance on me.
I look at the vial metaplasia in my hand. He should have said that before. He thought it would have been the best to kill his younger sister and see her as a non-human. All this time, he kept preaching to me about attaining happiness as a human. I want him to live. I don't want him to die. Which leaves me with one choice. I understand.
I'll kill you myself.
With my hand, I'll do it myself. But I understand what I need to do, but seeing Mr. Rindo brings me such doubt. Is it really right to administer a dose of metaplasia? I reach my hand out to Mr. Rindo. I'm not sure if I'm doing this to see if he's breathing or not, or if he'll respond back to me. All I know is that I want to hold his hand. I grab Mr. Rindo's hand tightly. It's time. Are we gonna use the metaplasia or don't use it or use it?
Oh God.
I'm just saving it because I know. Yeah, so what are we doing with this man? We're doing this man.
Oh, Mon has grabbed the controller.
What are we doing? On. Monster fucker time? Okay. Administer the metaplasia. I hold the vial of metaplasia firmly in my hand.
Humans and non-humans in coexistence. That's not my voice. It sounds like a good idea, but I've seen my fair share of how they end.
Brother.
I understand.
Do you?
You'll never understand. Oh wait, that's
no.
What? No.
But it's not just that. Like I've said before, I've seen my fair share of humans and non-humans. I've seen them come together as friends, lovers, and families. But most of them had bad endings, like some stories humans and non-human relationships have their share of tragedy.
Bad ends, huh? Rindo?
Don't worry, we saved. I understand.
Do you?
Humans and non-humans aren't meant to be together.
Oh no.
I understand already. I shake my head to rid of these thoughts. I slowly move closer to Mr. Rindo. CG.
Whoa! That means we made the right choice, yeah?
No.
My heart is overcome with sorrow as I feel his cold body.
Right?
I whisper to Mr. Rindo. Mr. Rindo, if he drinks this, our relationship, the relationship we slowly built, will probably crumble into nothing.
Oh, we fucked up, lads.
The happiness we saw as a human and the relationship he saw between us. Even so, I want to hear his voice again.
We're so
I want
back.
him to live. Mr. Rindo, here. He doesn't respond. I tip the vial of medicine into his mouth. Mr. Rindo coughs and spills the medicine out of his mouth in pain. He probably doesn't have the strength to swallow. Or maybe he wants to die. I felt as though he was attempting to convey that to me. Ellipses. But shocked. Seeing his life fade away will make me regret, suffer, and cry in sorrow. So, even if you want to die, I won't let you.
Remember the stream I Want to Live by Nair and Val?
Hey.
Hey.
May my prayers be heard. I put the metaplasia in my mouth and gently administer the dose. Please. Please. Live. I pray for it even if he doesn't want it. I'm prepared to pay anything just to see him live. I will carry full responsibility for turning you into a non-human. Even if you aren't human anymore, I'll never turn my back on you. So please don't suffer. If you need to resent something, resent me. So just please live. Chapter 4.
Whoa.
What? That means we made the right... I don't know.
Hey, Rindo,
hey.
you're up.
Whoa.
Ugh.
Ugh. Where am I?
What?
What?
Your voice sounds different.
Oh, damn. My body feels achy. I am now a vampire.
Oh no!
Oh god!
Oh no!
As if I just recovered from a fever. My head is spinning. Wait, what the fuck?
Did you lose the voice, or are you doing this on purpose?
I looked around in the day.
Okay.
Just play. Fuck. Don't do accents, people. That's the one thing we learned here.
Uh-huh. Just forget about it.
Yeah. This place looks like that empty room on the second floor of Enchante.
Antonio
Ah, that's right.
That's right.
Oh no.
Right. After I went to the GPM headquarters, I was attacked by a non-human. Meta Knight. Come, fight me. After that, everyone saved me and looked next to me and noticed Two Milk sleeping with her head on the side of the bed. She took care of me the whole time. I let out a smile seeing her quietly breathing in her sleep. I slowly reached my hand out to pat her on the head when...
Hear the claws.
A sharp pain runs through me. What? My body. Wait.
What is this music?
The music?
There's no
5
music right now.
minutes later.
Oh, okay.
I force myself down the stairs as I find the pain and anxiety coursing through me. Morning should come soon, so no one should be here. Wait. What is that demon lord doing in the corner? Miser.
Ah, you're finally awake.
God damn it!
You're looking pretty good these days.
My ellipses. She's serious. Miser's eyes say otherwise.
I know you must be in some pain, but let me brew you some actual coffee. Take seat.
Take seat!
Please, I insist. I'll tell you everything we know and what happened while you were asleep. On second thought, I'm not sure you can drink coffee in that form of yours. It kinda sucks.
What?
They're dots. Dots.
Oh no. What form did he take?
Miser goes into detail over what happened while I was sleeping. Something about it being hexed so badly that it nearly killed me.
No.
When Mikado gave our dear girl a vial of something called metaplasia.
Hex girls are gone.
Damn. She struggled trying to determine if she should turn me into a non-human. And at the very end, Two Milk administered the medicine to me. Dots. This all seemed so far-fetched that I can't seem to be believing what she's saying. Odd, considering it's supposed to be something that happened to me.
By the way, the patrons here have been scoping out the GPM headquarters, but the fact that it doesn't look any different is very unusual.
The only thing they discovered was that the whole bunch of GPM employees haven't come back to work recently. Of course, that's impossible that they're all out sick or on vacation.
There are a lot of employees working there, but at least 10 or so haven't shown up.
Oh.
Someone did something to them. From what we know, it's probably...
No need to say more. No matter how many years have gone by, I could never forget Shizuku's voice. The voice I heard when I was attacked. A voice I can't get out of my mind. Seemed like Mikado knew about my situation. It doesn't take a genius to figure out who's behind all of this. This is my responsibility for not doing what I should have done 7 years ago. I'll end this myself.
Like that?
Ugh. You only jabbed me. But that was more than enough to make my body falter. I crumpled down to my knees. My strength is fleeting. I can't move. It's almost like I'm in somebody else's body. I must have fallen to my knees pretty loudly. I hear footsteps running down the stairs.
Is me.
Wow. What?
I didn't know I fell asleep. I woke from a loud thud and looked around to find Mr. Rindo missing, which means he must have left the room. I hurriedly run down the stairs. Mr. Rindo. I'm calling out his name as I run down the stairs, expecting him to be in the cafe. Ah. I gasp for air. My eyes focus in on a figure standing in front of me. He's got a cool arm now.
He has so many forms in this game.
Yeah, he has a
Oh
lot.
my god, he has so many fucking sprites. Oh my god,
Yeah.
he's Venom.
He's
Oh my god, Emmett felt.
Venom.
He's got Emmett hair.
He does have Emmett hair now.
Kind of.
Kinda.
I'm Cyan.
This was not my intention.
It's Mr. Rindo, but not the Mr. Rindo I know. No, it is Mr. Rindo.
But it's not.
But it's not. But the left side of his body.
That's Mr. Rindo.
It.
Wait, the left side of his body and his right. What about his right hand?
In his right hand?
But his left side of.
The left side of his body and his right hand? What? What's up with his right hand? Let's see. Not sure what the slithering thing is. Like, it's a black film stuck to him. Is that Venom? That thing covering him. Is Venom? It's squirming around almost as if it has a mind of its own, almost sentient, like Venom. His face is partially transformed into something almost demon-like. His hair is also changed, like this face, to a brilliant white. Ellipses.
Also ellipses.
His quivering eyes lock onto mine. Hi, Mr. Rindo and Venom.
Ellipses.
Yeah, he has like a billion
Oh,
sprites.
his right hand is.
Oh,
messed
yeah!
up.
His right hand! It is there. Let me see if I can hide this. What's the button to hide? No, that's not it.
Well, we saw it, kind of.
I call his name, unsure if he'll respond. He simply turns his eyes away.
Who's he?
I am him.
As it moves in front of Mr. Rindo. I think I accidentally pressed an auto button because that was not me.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Joe's having a hard time controlling himself. I think it's best he rest a bit longer, so do you mind preparing his bed? I'll take him upstairs after.
Okay. I simply nod in response to Miser's command. I can't get a grasp of my emotions or thoughts together yet. I head back upstairs to get the bed ready. Meanwhile, at that same day, amid Shinjuku's towering buildings, stands the GPM headquarters.
Yay.
It's late into the night, and some of the workers are planning to call it a day. The hallways are now empty. There's an old man running. A certain old man is running for his life, fear-struck and terrified.
God. I'm so unlucky.
Run. It's so Onawaki. Back in the flesh. He's running as fast as he can. But his lack of physical prowess caused him to trip over his own foot. God damn it, Soan.
Oh. Look, I'm a monster fucker, but...
The shadow that was hunting him swallows the lower half of his body. The man screams, knowing that his strength is vanishing.
Why is this happening to me? Is this supposed to be me?
No, this is Mikado.
Why? Are you stupid? You know damn well why this is happening. Isn't that right, Deputy Commissioner?
Deputy Commissioner's the Deputy Commissioner's eyes widen as he sees Mikado appear from the shadows. He's supposed to be his loyal subordinate, but for some reason Mikado is attacking him.
Akira Mikado, why you ingrate? I recommended you to the second RD department.
Appreciate that. Truly, it led me to the truth after all. Come here, Shizuku.
Mikado beckons it to come closer.
Oh my god.
The man screams in fear, seeing the beast.
Excuse me? That is no way to treat my wife. That's so fucking rude.
It's true, though.
But honestly, I don't see why you're so scared. You know her very well. She's my dear Shizuku Rindo. She was known as a genius here at the GPM headquarters.
Mikado endearingly calls the writhing creature Shizuku Mikado. But his voice isn't heard as it is muffled by the man's screams. His fear-laden eyes stare blankly at the one called Shizuku.
You monster! Don't come!
Come!
He screams at the top of his lungs. But his screams don't travel far. A thick, mucus-like shadow seeps out from Shizuku's body. In a matter of seconds, the shadow swallows the man whole.
Get bitch. Monster, eh? If he means that as an insult, then he was a monster too.
He mumbles something. Shizuku's body begins to tremble, and a frail and vaguely comprehensible voice is heard.
Yeah, right here. Thank goodness. I guess a lowlife like him helps bring you one step closer to being a human again.
Mikado gently cradles the creature's head-like body part.
I wonder how many more are needed to make you a
Antivirus
human.
alert.
Oh.
Your PC is absolutely
Hi,
fucked.
everybody. Thank you.
Good
Hi,
luck.
Rune. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, everybody. My name is Neurosis. I'm computer virus
A new
VTuber.
user has logged
Currently,
in.
we are playing Cafe Enchanté. We are in chapter 4, the final chapter of Rindo's route. So there's going to be major spoilers, just as a warning. Thank you so much for the follow, Row Arts. Yeah. If you need to do anything after your stream, just kick up your feet. We're going to be here for a little while longer.
Hey, Shizuku, how about we drink some sweet cafe au lait together when you're human again? You and I and Rindo, oh, and Shoe Milk, the four of us, we can all smile and have fun together. Well, I doubt that ever happened.
Brother. Karu.
I can only hope she made the same choice that we made.
Shizuku's body shakes with Mikado's words. Is it because she's happy? Or is it because she's sad?
Sad wiggle.
Not even Mikado could determine what she was feeling with certainty.
That
It's
was
me
a
again.
chapter. Or
Huh?
section.
Oh.
That was a section.
Yeah, it's been a day since Mr. Rindo came to. I go up to the room he's using with some tea and knock on the door. Mr. Rindo, can I come in?
Sure.
Excuse me? Ah. I freeze on the spot.
Venom.
He's standing there, same as yesterday, with all the venom. His upper torso is bare, and the non-human parts are clearly visible. It looks like he was wiping his body. I'm sorry, I'll come back later.
Oh, don't worry. I know it's not going to be easy to get used to what you're seeing, but what you're seeing now, it's me in the flesh. So there's no need to be surprised.
Ellipses. Mr. Rindo's voice is calm. He's been resting at intervals since yesterday. And now he's recovered to a point where we can have a casual conversation. His pale complexion seems to have gotten better compared to what it used to look like. Ellipses. But seeing him like this reminds me of the harsh reality. Mr. Rindo has transformed from a human into a non-human. And I am the one responsible. According to Miser, it seems like Mr. Rindo's body hasn't adjusted to his non-human body yet, which is why he's been lying down in bed most of the time. It should be obvious, but transforming into another body is probably mentally and physically taxing. Ellipses.
What's with the stare? I heard from Miser that I'm looking pretty handsome now.
Well, I know Mr. Rindo is trying to lighten the mood, but I can't get myself to smile right. I'm one who should be trying to cheer him up. It would actually make me feel better if he just cursed me for what I've done.
Ellipses. Stop with that look you're making. You saved my life. Didn't shave it, you saved it. Shaving it would imply that there's less of it now. The call you made saved my life, and now I can talk with you like this again. I really appreciate it. You've done nothing wrong, so feel free to smile, okay? Your smile is like medicine to me, you know?
Mr. Rindo goes on to gently pat me on the head. The texture of his newly formed hand is making me feel guilty. Mr. Rindo's gentle caress seems almost as if he's slowly wiping away his sorrow. Okay. Feel like that I'm able to smile as brightly now. At the very least, I'll do what I can to put a smile on my face.
Mahal.
Time seems to be flying by. It's already been 3 days. Speeding through the days. Thanks for the wait. Here's the juice for you, Eel, and Ignis, here's your steak. I made it this time. Hands you a steak. They look at each other as they place their orders on the table. I just made it for you, though.
The steak.
Hands you a steak.
Oh.
You look a lot better now.
Really? I wasn't really aware.
Yeah, well, you look like a ghost only a couple days ago, Nyan.
Well, I guess they're right. Even though Mr. Rindo was saved, the fact that I changed into a non-human is still hanging over my head. I guess it's all the reassurance from Mr. Rindo helped me get back into shape again.
Rindo is able to move around like he used to. So I guess all's well that ends well.
Not that I'm worried, but if you need steak, just ask. Got it?
Isn't that a textbook definition of being worried?
Shut it. I'm not worried at all.
Heh, thanks. They're kind as usual. Actually, everyone who comes here is kind at heart. They saved me from whenever I needed to be. Oh, come to think of it, now that I finally have the capacity to look beyond myself, a certain thought comes back to mind. Are employees still going missing at the GPM? I recall what Miser said. Back when Mr. Rindo was near death, Miser mentioned something about the GPM employees not showing up to work. I'm pretty sure Mikado and Shizuku are involved in this one way or another. Eel and Miser and Eel are still checking on the GPM. I look at Eel and notice he's shaking his head.
It doesn't seem like anyone else has gone missing recently.
Really?
Why, yes. I haven't noticed anything unusual from them. Though we do have to remember, they are the GPM. Who knows what they'll do to ensure their secrets are kept safe.
We could just barge in with steak, but then again, if we don't come up with anything, it'll make us look pretty bad, Nyan.
I recall what Mr. Rindo said before, as I see the two talking with each other.
Don't you dare flash back, God.
Flashing back.
Fuck.
We're going back.
Damn it.
Shizuku Rindo attacked them. She's Mr. Rindo's younger sister turned non-human, and Mikado's lover. After she transformed into a non-human 7 years ago, she's now with Mikado as his doll, too. So far, it doesn't seem like Pooh has moved at all recently. But how did she move in the first place? I thought whatever Mikado was giving her kept her immobilized. We can't just ignore either Mr. Rindo's state or Mikado, but I wonder if things will just settle as is. You know, like everything else in this fucking game has. Ellipses. No, that's not possible. Something's bound to happen. We've played this before. I just know something will happen. It's not like I can do anything now. I glance over at the clock as the anxiety builds within me. Oh, better get lunch ready for Mr. Rindo.
Oh yeah, I already cooked it. Wait, where are you going?
I decided to switch gears from thinking and head into the kitchen.
Why are you using the night BG? For lunch.
There isn't much I can do as a human when the issue is related to non-humans. If so, I can focus on getting Mr. Rindo back in shape with my cooking and coffee brewing. I'm really good at that. I grab the soup I just made and head up the stairs. I hope Mr. Rindo likes my soup and the coffee. I carefully climb the stairs to his room so I don't spill the soup or the coffee. I wonder what I should talk about while he's eating. I find myself in front of his room before I can sort out my thoughts.
How are you feeling? Two Milk is worried about you.
God damn it! Someone beat me to it. I hear a voice from beyond the door.
Well, I guess I am feeling better now. She has been keeping watch over me this whole time.
Sounds like Candace is talking to Mr. Rindo. Their conversation continues as I ponder when I should step in. I decide to eavesdrop on their conversation, assuming that they would wrap it up shortly. I'm eavesdropping.
I smell someone listening into our conversation.
Oh, do you? Is that a new talent you have?
Yes.
Anyway, how are you feeling? Two Milk is worried about you. Did I just ask you that?
You did. Well, I guess I'm feeling better now. She has been keeping watch over me this whole time.
I see. That is good to hear.
Mind you, I haven't rested like this since forever. I pretty much lived to work, you know. I already let the GPM know what, so I'm just going to cruise for a while.
Rindo.
Then again, I guess I do have something I need to do.
Shizuku.
Yeah. It looks like Mikado is radio silent now. I bet something similar is going to happen again. Regardless of their what their motives are, I need to stop them. Guess it's best I put this new body to good use.
Ellipses.
It feels strange. Still feels strange. It doesn't feel like my body is recovering. It's more like I replaced my body entirely. I suppose I'll get used to it sooner than later. I may not be as strong as you guys, but I'm probably a lot stronger than I used to be. Yeah, being a non-human ain't that bad.
Ellipses. Rindo, are you serious?
Ellipses.
Your time spent as a human is merely history now. The human in you is dead. You have been watching over humans and non-humans. It should not be so easy to accept your current state. You do not have to put on a front.
Ellipses. Come on, stop it.
I do not say this in jest. You can speak from the heart now that Two Milk is not here, and she's surely not listening outside the door.
Yeah, nobody would ever eavesdrop, right? Oh shit, I said something.
Did you hear that?
Meow, meow.
I smell that.
Oh, just the cat that we don't have. I understand the importance of portraying confidence.
Throw me.
But hiding your true feelings deep inside for too long can do more harm than good. It is okay. What are your true feelings? I am your armchair therapist now.
Oh. I see. You know, you're right, Kenneth. It's not easy to accept what happened so easily. But I'm not really sure what else I can say. Guess I'm just confused.
Ellipses.
It's ironic this happened to me, considering what I've been saying to Karya and Two Milk. After the incident Shizuku experienced, I kept reminding them of how tragedy comes to humans and non-human relationships. I figured maybe I could find happiness as a human with her, but now, look at me. No, I imagined what our future would look like before this happened. I thought about traveling with her, having a date somewhere out there instead of at home. I thought about going to Amashke Island to see Tenten and possibly swinging by her parents' house to say hi. I thought about what I would say to introduce myself to her parents and try to find an excuse for how we got together. We went shopping one day and stopped by a jewelry store and found a matching pair of rings. But once I checked my wallet, I realized I wouldn't be able to buy them just yet. I kept thinking about how it would look on Two Milk and then about going out with her again. I tried to refrain myself from imagining all these things since our relationship had only just begun. I seriously pictured and thought about all these things coming true one day. Look at me now. I can't wear a matching ring with a body like this. Much worse, I can't even walk outside with her like this anymore. I really don't know why this happened.
Cry if you would like. Embrace your emotions. There is nothing to worry about. You are in the company of a fellow non-human.
Yeah.
And the cat!
I appreciate the offer. When you're my age, you don't really cry anymore.
I am thousands of years old.
Well, I guess you don't mind me venting a bit.
To be fair, Mon, Candace wears a helmet.
Yeah.
Can't put a helmet over that. PG time.
Oh,
Whoa.
I didn't ask to become a non-human. Mikado was happy that he could be with Shizuku regardless of her non-human form. I knew that he was suffering behind that smile of his the whole time. He kept working, trying to find a way to bring Shizuku back to no avail. know how much she's going to suffer if I stay with her like this.
Oh, I'm crying. That was hard to be out with tears. Hearing Mr. Rindo's candid and honest sentiments brought tears to my eyes. What have I done? I knew how he felt. His younger sister turned into a non-human. I saw Mikado and how he was suffering. I swooned from his kindness. Swooned? He eased my soul with kind words. Ellipses. How much dumber can I be? I can't stop my tears. I want to stop crying. I don't have the right to be crying. Mr. Rindo said he won't cry. I try with all my might to not make a sound, but I can't hold back my tears. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Mr. Rindo. I barged in your therapy appointment. I know my apologetic words mean nothing. I can't turn back the clock. He isn't human anymore. We're going to be stopping it there.
Whoa.
I think this is going to be long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a beautiful afternoon.
A very beautiful afternoon indeed. Yeah, but that's it for this week. We'll probably be finishing next week.
Oh, damn.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I'm saying maybe because I know there's still, like, this, chapter 4 in this round's very long.
There's a lot.
It might be split into two. So, like, we might finish next week, but we might not.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But I think it might be a two more. Because there's genuinely, like, so many scenes that we haven't done.
2 more.
Yeah, so, how'd you like that?
What a turn of events, I would say.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. Fucking crazy.
I was so struck my voice changed, and then I found it again even better than before.
Yeah, it sure
Like, I
did.
think that last bit actually is I finally have the Rindo voice down again.
Well, at least you got 2.
But it just took it really faltering before that.
You have at least 1 more stream, probably 2, to utilize it. But yeah, so since it's GDQ week, we're just gonna be reading GDQ.
Yay!
I don't know what the
How quick
speed
can these
run.
games go?
Huh?
We've been just speed running Atome games this whole time. They didn't know.
Yeah, we got them. We're actually speedrunners. I don't even know what they're... they're speedrunning Hades right now.
Oh shit, I love that.
Yeah.
Don't
So,
worry.
They're doing
Everybody's so breedable in that.
What?
What?
Everybody's so
Hello?
hot in Hades.
Pardon?
Hello? Hello, God?
On God. I'm not thinking of Dionysus right now. I'm not thinking of Dionysus. I'm not thinking of Dionysus right now. I'm thinking of Dionysus right now.
Hey, Matcha.
What?
Do you think Dionysus is breedable?
Oh no.
Fucking knew it. Okay. I don't even know anybody in this game. I haven't played it.
Oh, you should play it. It's really good.
Yeah, I'm going to after Pyre's done. But yeah, we'll be going to GDQ. They're speedrunning Hades. We'll be doing this next week. And let me check the calendar. Yeah, if it ends up being a 2 for those, it'll be the rest of the month. Is Cafe Enchante. But everyone say bye.
Bye.
Bye from Markiplier.